Hi and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Faris Fahmi bin Muhammad Wazir, and today I will be representing my group, which is Group 8, to present our final project GIS Analysis for future landscape development. And our topic will be utilizing GIS Analysis to analyze the factor that contribute the urban heat island at Johor Bahru. This is our site introduction, which is in Johor. Johor meaning jewel in Malay, and then Bahru, which mean new. After Kuala Lumpur, Johor Bahru is the second most densely inhabited city in Malaysia. This is our map of inventory and analysis, and we conclude that effect of urban heat island is discomfort and danger to human health. The second one is secondary impact on weather and climate, and lastly impact on animals. And this is the factor that contribute to urban heat island increases at Johor. First one is height rise of building. Second one is usage of vehicle, and lastly is lack of vegetation. So we will be using 4 analyses for our study. The first one is 3D DEM analysis, which is to identify highland and lowland. It is also to show the height of buildings. Next is we will be using calculate area, which is to calculate the area which contribute to urban heat island. And the third one is sensitivity analysis, which is to identify the area with high density of high-rise building to show the most sensitive area on the site. And lastly, we'll be using network analysis, which to recognize the intensity of the vehicular used by the population in Johor Bahru. And for our project objective, the first one is to describe the factors that contribute to urban heat island at Johor Bahru. Second one is to identify the main factor of urban heat so that prevention measure can be taken. And the third one is to identify which area have the highest rate of urban heat regarding its land use. And lastly, to ensure the density and height of buildings play a role in contributing to heat island of the city. And the data involved in our project is intensity of vehicular, height of buildings, density of buildings, and land use of Johor Bahru. And we will be obtain a data about site analysis, site issues, data map, data source, and map digitizing. And for our case study, we take Hiroshima, which is the capital of Hiroshima Ken, that located in Japan, Southern Honshu, as our reference. In this case study, they are using 3 GIS technique, which is 3D DEM view, flow direction, and wind direction. And for the conclusion in this case study, high temperature have been observed in Hiroshima as a result of urban heat island phenomenon. The existence of water and vegetation, the speed and direction of the wind, the distance from the sea, and the height all impact the urban heat island effects in Hiroshima are influenced by the built-up areas. Next is our second board. In this board, show flowchart about the method that we have been using in ArcGIS. And the first flowchart is about how we obtain a basic data of Johor Bahru, such as boundaries of Johor Bahru. And the second flowchart is about how we use thin to create DEM as an output layer. And the next one is how we want to use DEM and then convert it to 3D DEM. And the next flowchart is about how we use 3D DEM to identify highland and lowland, and it also show height of buildings. Next flowchart is about the sensitivity analysis. In this flowchart, it differentiates between the highest and the lowest sensitivity area by using color. And for network analysis flowchart, it shows the intensity of vehicular on the road of Johor Bahru. And the last flowchart is calculate area, which it shows a method how we want to calculate the area that contribute to urban heat island. So this is our overall analysis. So next, for our discussion, we have concluded that our hypothesis is accepted, which all these 4 factors are contributing to urban heat island. And for the experience, we have gained how ArcGIS can identify whether this factor is acceptable or not for contributing to such issues. And for conclusion, this study showed that GIS is a useful and valuable tool to estimate the location of urban heat island. That's all from me. Thank you.